Welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. I'm Wyatt.
Justin.
Today we're taking a look at the Carlos Torano Exodus 1959 Silver Edition. I'm not dead sure. So one with the silver band. It's one of my favorite cigars. I've always enjoyed it in the past. I've been kind of weary about reviewing it because the last couple of cigars we've enjoyed in the past we've reviewed we didn't care for. But hopefully this one lives up to expectations. I'm thinking that it will. But this is a beautiful cigar. We're smoking the Churchill today. You know, nice firm pack, maybe a little squishy in some areas, but just gorgeous, gorgeous looking stick. Kind of a nice milk chocolate color to the wrapper. Kind of that sandpaper feel. Stems are definitely visible. Seams are somewhat visible, but it looks like great construction. A couple of small stretch marks, but off the aroma, I don't get much off the wrapper. Maybe a little bit of cedar, maybe like baker's spices or something like that. Not too much. And then on the foot, kind of like a nice hot chocolate or something on the foot, which I wasn't expecting. Justin?
Yeah, very nice cigar. It's a, I've got a few minor veins, but no big deal. Nice and smooth. Nice, beautiful color. Just can't say anything bad about it. Nice firm pack in most places. I think I have one squishy spot up here by the cap, but other than that, it looks good. Off the aroma, I agree with White. Not a whole lot, but I would say like a sweet wood is what I get, like a sweet cedar coming off the aroma. And then off the foot, yeah, I pick up like a milk chocolate and a bit of earth. Very nice off the foot. But let's get into it and see how it goes. Here.
The first puff for me, no real chocolate, but I definitely get that cedar and earth. Justin said, pretty dry earth, no pepper or anything. Very, very smooth. Smooth draw. That's an excellent start.
I get a bit of pepper on my tongue. It's very fleeting. I definitely pick up that cedar or wood. It's definitely the major player right now. Yeah, I agree. A bit of dry earth, or maybe a bit of grassy hay too. I don't want to say it's harsh. The smoke is very smooth, but I think the first few draws it just had a flame to it, so this gives a little bit of a grassy note. But I imagine that'll go away pretty quickly. But you ready to get in the first one?
Let's do it.
Let's get in the first third and see how it goes.
Well, we're about 10 minutes into this Torano Exodus Silver, whatever. Good cigar, but I've had a couple of small issues, especially in the wrapper. About halfway through the cigar, I had a big chunk of the wrapper just kind of lift up, and I've had this out of my local shop's humidor for just a couple of hours, I think, and so I can't imagine that it's a humidification issue. So anyway, other than that, tastes are very good. Not quite as good as I remember now that I'm really analyzing them, but still get that cedar, dry earth. And the finish, to me, both of those flavors kind of sit there. And Justin's right. There's a little bit of pepper on your tongue. They all kind of morph together for a nice, sweet, not quite chocolate finish, but almost there. So, good cigar. Hopefully these flavors develop and pack a little bit more of a punch.
Yeah, it's about medium in body, about mild medium in strength. It's not packing much of a nicotine buzz for me. Flavors, I definitely pick up the still a nice wood. And I got a sweet note to it now. A nice sweet wood for me. I think there is a bit of pepper coming in on the finish. It kind of sits on the tongue, very fleeting. Definitely picking up a little bit of dry earth, like Wyatt said. Because, it's not that musky earth that I really like, but it's definitely like a dry earth. And that definitely morphs into a nice finish. I don't want to quite yet call it chocolate, but it's definitely the sweet kind of really takes hold into the finish. So far, it's pretty darn good. So let's get into the second third and see how it goes.
Well, we're about halfway through this Torano Exodus. No real flavor changes for me. Still staying par for the course with that cedar and dry earth. Uh, and I guess that finish has kind of developed into the chocolate. It's so far just kind of sweet, but I don't remember having all these construction issues with Exoduses that I've had in the past. And like I said, it's been out of the humidor for like maybe 2 or 3 hours, so I can't imagine that it's anything but the cigar itself. That little part of the wrapper that came up about halfway has really become a problem, and now I've got a huge chunk of it sticking out. It looks like there's a little bit of tunneling. I've got more of the wrapper coming up here and then towards the cap. But I've had this cigar a number of times before, and I don't remember all these construction problems, but it looks like Justin has had a few too, so maybe we just got the 2 bum sticks in the box, or maybe the box was not good. But flavors are good. Construction hasn't been like to the point where I couldn't smoke it, so good cigars.
Yeah, it's pretty decent. Still about medium in body. Good strength picked up to about a medium as well, a light medium. The flavors, no changes. Just keep, as Wyatt said, keeping par for the course. I've had no construction issues, or very minor ones compared to Wyatt, but I've had burn issue after burn issue after burn issue. I've had to do like 3 or 4 touch-ups, a couple of them self-corrected, and I was hoping this one is, 'cause it's pretty low and it's kind of got that wave. It's just horrid burn right now, and I'll probably have to end up touching this up as well, but that's my only complaint so far, is the burn issues. But well, let's get into the final third, see how it goes.
Well, we're at the final third of this Carlos Torano Exodus. I mentioned earlier that this is one of those cigars that I've had in the past, and I really enjoyed. Now that we're reviewing it, I was kind of weary of reviewing it, but it's almost as good as I remember in terms of taste. But I've had a lot of construction issues with this cigar. I mean, the wrappers come up several times, and it just hasn't been as good as I remember through the construction. And like I said, I've had this cigar before a couple of times, and I don't remember all these construction issues. So maybe we just got the bum cigar out of the box. I don't know. But nonetheless, a good cigar, and definitely something worth trying. We were smoking the Churchill. I remember I had the Robusta, which tasted a lot different from this cigar. But just fun to try it out. This is definitely a cigar I'd want to smoke probably at the end of the day. I mean, it's not packing a huge punch or anything, but it's got enough flavors that it goes really well with a cup of coffee. I can see this going well with just about anything, after dinner. But yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give this cigar, I'd give it an 8. I think an 8 is a solid rating. It's not too complex, but the flavors are consistent and good. No real complaints other than the construction. And like I said, this might have just been a bum cigar. Justin?
I agree, it's a very decent smoke. About a medium in body, about a medium in strength. Flavors have always been kind of like an undertone of a sweetness throughout, a little bit of wood, some dry earth. The pepper, our spice was coming in the first, half the cigar. It really kind of died out as we've gone into this final third. I mean, it's a good cigar. It's not something I would smoke in the morning or in the afternoon. I agree with Wyatt. It's an end of your day cigar. It's the smoke is very ample. Quite a bit of it. It's not sweet, or excuse me. It's not. It's very smooth, but it's not like creamy or thick or anything. It's just a nice smooth cigar. I would agree. An 8 is a nice place for this cigar. I had a lot of burn issues. I didn't have the construction issues Wyatt did, but I did have quite a few burn issues. But the flavors are pretty decent and worth working through those burn issues. If you can run across them, I'd give them a shot. Carlos Torano, I've never had a bad cigar from him. So very decent, and 8, very good 8. But in conclusion, if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. And until next time, smoke them if you got them.